Hey everybody, Jenny here. So, I have been a horrible YouTube friend lately. I have totally neglected to make any videos. So, yes, I don't know. A part of me was tired of doing the TTC videos because it just kind of proved that it wasn't working, and for me it was the same thing over and over, you know, but I don't know. It was kind of depressing for me to do TTC videos and just talk about the same thing over and over, that it wasn't working and whatnot. But I need to venture off into some more videos, entertain you guys a little bit more. But so the last video I did for you guys was November 12th, and that cycle was a bust. I started the new cycle on November 25th, and so this cycle I ovulated on December 8th, and AF was due to start December 21st. She did not. Still has not. I am pregnant. It worked. It happened this cycle for us. I don't know. I am still completely in shock about the whole thing, and saying that one word seems like such a foreign language. It does not seem like a word that should be coming out of my mouth, that I'm pregnant. I don't know. I can't explain it. I am so giddy and so excited and just all over the place, but it still hasn't completely sunk in. I still haven't had that aha moment that, oh my God, I'm pregnant. All of the tests are telling me that I'm pregnant. You know, AF hasn't come, so that tells me I'm pregnant. Everything is telling me I'm pregnant. I don't feel it yet. And I guess I thought in my head I would just feel pregnant right away. I'd automatically know that I'm pregnant, which I know is kind of crazy because nothing, you can't really feel anything the first few weeks. But yeah, I don't know. I'm having a really hard time believing it, I guess. I've wanted it for so long that now that it happened, it's whoa, it happened. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard and scary to believe 100% because I feel like it's going to be taken away from me. I feel like someone's going to come in and pop my bubble, and yeah. But I am super excited. Don't get me wrong. I'm super excited and just over the moon happy. I'm just scared at the same time. But I guess that's realistic. That's logical to be scared at the same time. But yes. So the story of how I found out, I took a test on 9-DPO, so that was 3 days early, and it was stark white negative, nothing there. And so I figured I was out this cycle. I also was having all my normal, PMS, all my premenstrual symptoms. Every single cycle, it never fails. At 2-3 days DPO, my boobs start getting sore, and then they will stay sore until right before AF starts. And that happened this cycle. They started getting sore 2 or 3 DPO, and then they started not being as sore right before AF was due. And every cycle I always spot on 12 DPO. I always start spotting the day before, and then the next day I start. So yeah, it's never different. Sometimes I'll spot on 11 DPO, but I usually never get to 13 DPO. So this cycle, so I tested on the 9 DPO, and then that was on a Monday. Yes, that was last Monday was 9 DPO. So then Thursday was 12 DPO. Yes, Thursday was 12 DPO. I should have started spotting Thursday night. There was no spotting, no nothing, absolutely nothing going on. So then Friday when I woke up, I figured, okay, well, I'll wake up to spotting. Like, I'm supposed to start Friday. I woke up to nothing. So I took a test and I looked at it after like 2 minutes and there was nothing there. I didn't look at it very hard either, but to me, there was nothing there after like 2 minutes. So I set it aside and I took my shower and got ready for the day and all that. So that was at 6:30 in the morning. And then around like 11, I had to use the restroom. So that's when I noticed again that AF like still was not coming. There was still absolutely nothing there. And so then I dug out the test that I took that morning and I looked at it, I like studied it this time because it just didn't make any sense that I have no signs of an AF at all. When she was supposed to, like, I should have been full flow at that moment. But there was nothing. So I was sitting there studying the test and, really looking at it, and I see this super, super faint line. Super faint line. So I was like, okay, I can't get too excited about this because it's been sitting here for hours. So who knows? It's probably something that showed up afterwards. It's nothing. So that was at 11, and I had just gone to the bathroom, so I couldn't take another test. So I came out and I made lunch for my daycare kiddos and fed them and laid them down for a nap. And so then around 12:30, 1 o'clock, I think it was closer to 1. So, and then around 1, I finally was like, okay, I have to pee again, so I'm going to take another test. So it's only been 2 hours since I had last gone pee. So I took another test, and there was more of a line there. Like, I didn't have to squint. I didn't have to study it. It was just there. Like, it was still really faint, but there was something there. So my husband was off that day, so I took it out to him in the kitchen. I'm like, okay, I've never showed you these before because there's never been anything for me to second guess on them. But I want you to look at these ones. So I showed him the one from 9 DPO, stark white, nothing. And then I showed him the one from Friday morning, from that morning, and he's like, well, there's nothing here. He didn't stare at it as hard as I did. And then I showed him the one that I had just taken at 1, and he's like, well, yeah, there's a little something there. And I was like, I knew it. I knew I wasn't going crazy. I knew that there was a line there. Like, I knew I wasn't seeing things. And so I'm freaking out, and he's like, okay, hold on, calm down. He's always the more grounded one. He's the more realistic one. He's like, okay, it's really faint, though. I was like, I don't care. With pregnancy tests, if there's a second line there, then there's something there, And he's like, okay, but it's really faint. It's a really light line. So let's wait it out a couple days. Let's see what's going to happen. And we'll go from there. I was like, oh, he's such a butthead. But, it's the truth, super faint line, whatever. I ended up taking 2 more tests on Friday. I took one like early evening and then one before we went to bed. So a total of 4 tests on Friday. All 4 of them had a faint line on them. Some degree of faint. Some a little darker than the other ones, but all 4 of them. So that's all day long. There was lines, not just first morning urine. And so then Saturday, of course I couldn't sleep Friday night. So then Saturday, I woke up at like 4:30 in the morning and I had to pee. So I took an internet cheapie and I didn't even sit and wait to really look at it. I took it and I went back to bed. And so then I woke up at 8:30 and had to pee again. So I went in and I looked at the one from 4:30 and there was still a line on it. There's still something there. It was a little bit darker than the previous day. I was like, okay, this has got to be it. So when I went pee again, I took a digital and another internet cheapie. And so I'm sitting there watching both of these tests, trying to see what's going on. The internet cheapie, like the faint line showed up right away. It didn't take 5-10 minutes for it to show up. There was a faint line that showed up almost right away. The digital, it's sitting there with, you know, the hourglass, thinking. Finally, after like 2 minutes, I think it was like 2 to 2.5 minutes, it popped up pregnant. Like, what? And it just, seeing the words is what made it more realistic. That's what made it more like in your face, like, hello, you're pregnant. So I ran out to my husband and I shook him and woke him up, and I was like, okay, look at this. Like, put your glasses on and look at this. So he looks at it. I'm like, see? You're like, you can't tell me that nothing's happening. You can't tell me that nothing's there. I was like, I'm pregnant. We did it. Like, it worked. Finally, it worked. Yeah. It still seems so surreal. I still can't believe that it's happening, that there's something there. Like, there's, yeah. Okay. So, okay, that was Saturday morning. So I took another, like, 2 tests on Saturday to see if the lines were going to get darker. And they have slowly gotten darker. And, I mean, I've been testing ever since. So today's now Wednesday. I've been testing ever since Friday. So I'm going to show you guys my tests. Okay, so so far I've taken 3 digitals. All 3 of them, the battery has died. So there's nothing there anymore. It doesn't say pregnant or anything anymore. The batteries have died. But all 3 of them did at one time say pregnant. Like, it kind of sucks that the batteries die so fast. For some reason, I thought that the batteries last longer than that. So this one was Saturday at 14 DPO. And then I took one at 16 DPO and one yesterday at 17 DPO. This one yesterday, I took yesterday afternoon at 1 o'clock, right before I went to my mom's house, because we were telling my mom. And so I wanted to make sure that it was still there, like, which is crazy, but I just wanted to make sure that it was still there. It was still going to say pregnant. Okay, so these top 2 tests, if you were one of the 5 ladies that won my giveaway of all the pregnancy tests, these are the 2 tests, the Fertabella tests that were in there. So they are just some cheapy tests that Fertabella sent me, but they do work. Get the lighting to work. You can see, there we go. You can see the 2 lines. There's a light one there and a light one there. Sorry, I'm not sitting in the best place for this in my house, but you can kind of see them. So those cheapy tests do work. And then all of these tests are all tests that I've taken so far. The very top one up here is the 9 DPO, and then it just goes on. Like, so the next 4 are the ones that I took all on Friday. You guys can kind of see the lines. You can't see the one from that morning really, but it's there, super faint line. But you guys can kind of see these faint lines. This lighting really sucks. But, I mean, you guys can see the lines, you know, that are slowly getting darker, and here they get really dark. And then, bam, like, this was this morning. That is really dark. That is a huge difference between yesterday and this morning. So in 24 hours, the line has gotten super dark. And when I took that this morning and I saw that, I was like, oh my God, like, there is no denying that one. That is just like, that's there. But yeah, so it's really exciting. Oh, and I took an OPK just for giggles. And yeah, that dark line is the test line. I've never once had the actual test line be darker than the control line. So that OPK is definitely way more than positive, in my opinion. It's, yeah. But I don't know. It seems totally crazy, and it just still doesn't seem real. It still doesn't seem like it actually happened. I don't feel pregnant yet. I don't have any symptoms. I don't have anything other than my boobs still being a little bit sore. But they're always sore after ovulation, so that's nothing new. And they're not even as sore as they usually are after, like right before AF starts. But that's the only sign, that's the only symptom I've really had, symptom, is just the sore boobs. Right now today, I am 4 weeks and 4 days. My weeks turn over on Saturdays. So I was 4 weeks exactly on Saturday when I took the digital test and got the first pregnant digital. So yeah, and that meant I was 2 days late. No, would have been, yeah, because I was due to start on Friday. I should have only made it to Thursday. So I was 2 days late. And that's when I got my first digital positive. We did tell our daughter on Christmas Day. We had her open up an ornament that said Big Sister, and she got it right away because she's been wanting, you know, a little baby brother or sister for the longest time. She's really hoping for a little sister, but she said that she would take a little brother. Thank goodness, because she might end up with one. But yeah, and then we did tell my parents on Christmas Day, right after I took the digital and we headed over to their house. We had found a really cute ceramic baby carriage ornament. And so the string that it hangs from, it said Baby's First Christmas. And then it was the only ornament that we could find that actually had a changeable number. So it came with 2012 and it came with 2013. So we put the 2013 one on it with the Baby's First Christmas. I mean, it was really cute. My mom was the one that was unwrapping it. She's looking at it and it's like, oh, that's cute. Oh, you know, look at that. That's really cute. She's like, honey, look at this. And she shows my dad and he's like, oh, and he's the one that caught it right away. He's all wide-eyed and he's, you know, and then my mom's looking and she's like, oh, wait, does that say 2013? And I was like, yeah. And that's when my dad was like, you're pregnant? I was like, yeah. And my mom's just like, wait, what? Yeah. I mean, it was fun. It was a lot of fun and it was really exciting. I was kind of scared and I'm still kind of scared to have told them so soon because when I told them I was only 4 weeks and 3 days, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to share it with them on a day like Christmas. Like, I couldn't pass that up. I think it was meant to be. Like, I was meant to find out the Friday before Christmas so then I could share with them on Christmas. But, you know, so I'm just going to pray that nothing happens. So obviously I'm going to pray nothing happens. I want this baby so bad. So bad. I want this baby. And I've already started cleaning out what will be the nursery, and my husband and I are going to go to Lowe's tonight because he's going to build me a changing table. So we want to go and look at the lumber and paint colors, and it's just exciting. It is so exciting, so very exciting. I'm still having a hard time believing it, but I mean, I know it's there. Everything is telling me it's there. I guess I just don't feel it there yet. I don't feel pregnant yet, but I know that I am. I don't know. I'm probably sounding like a total nut job, but this video is getting really, really long. But I wanted to share with you guys my awesome news because you guys have been there for me through everything. You know, when I'm having horrible days and horrible cycles and I just feel totally lost and confused, I can turn to you guys, and you guys always make me feel so much better. So I had to share with you guys, and I want to share this journey with you guys. So I'm really hoping that I can get better at making more videos so that I can share this with you guys. So anyways, I've got to let you guys go because this video is extremely long. I think my longest yet. So I will talk to you guys all hopefully in just a few days. All right, bye.